is an educationist and has done various caps in her career spanning 20 years. Her eagerness to learn is reflected in the various roles taken by her head of curriculum development, house mistress, editor of school academic journal at Kasiga School, and the dean of pastoral care and student welfare at GD Goenka World School. Currently, she is working at Kasiga School and is dedicated educationist. Zuma ma'am believes that children can perform well only when they are self-confident. They can then easily be motivated and inspired to reach their goal. Sheer strength of character, discipline, willingness to strive for education, coupled with her enthusiastic nature, are what define Mrs. Ruma Malhotra. Yes, Ms. Malhotra, please.
Thank you, Mr. Pranav. Thank you for providing me this wonderful opportunity. And I got to hear the views of such eminent people, and it was very enriching. And if you get the chance to speak after so many speakers, the advantage is most of your points are already covered. So I will be reiterating what most of the eminent speakers before me have said. Now, being a die-hard optimist, I feel that this is once in a lifetime chance to reimagine education, and we must not lose it. Let us not squander the opportunity this crisis offers and rebuild our education systems thoughtfully and intentionally. It's time to celebrate resilience, creativity, adaptability, and come out from the rut mode which we were all in. These are the new cornerstones of what it means to be educated in this brave new world, I would say. In this, there are two main issues. I will just zero down on the two main issues to reimagine education: how to teach and what to teach. Now, what we should realize is that the need of the hour is to spark learning. And when a distance is placed between the teacher and student, it is very different. Like when I'm in a classroom setting and when I'm teaching virtually, there's a lot of difference. So you need to spark learning, and engagement is very important. Research in learning science tells us the human brain needs special care in digital environments to avoid the temptations, as one of the previous speakers mentioned, that there are so many temptations of distractions. So we need to maximize the learning experience in the current situation. Educators need training in how to teach differently on these platforms because the old method of teaching by instructing, asking, and reviewing is stifling engagement. Part of the issue may be that video conferencing solutions are not maybe the right tools to deliver learning because they come with their own set of challenges, such as connection, bandwidth, security, privacy. Our education system has done a good job making the jump onto digital platforms. But now the need of the hour is that we have to make this digital learning count. We need to change our teaching style to nurture thinking rather than to dish out instructions, because it does not work. In online teaching, dishing out instructions does not work. Teaching is not important here. What is more important here is whether the learning is happening or not. So I believe as an educator that we should focus on interacting and drawing responses rather than merely instructing. Now, another very important aspect of this is that for younger age groups, parents will probably also have to step up. This is the scenario which I'm thinking. They'll have help support the teaching role and act as tech support, as students do not know how to stay attentive to courses not adapted to the digital medium. So as parents now have a front row seat into what their children are learning, many parents are now asking, why are my kids spending so much time learning things which we never used as adults? Forget the parents, even we as teachers sometimes question that, like quadratic equations, logarithms, the formation of some lake. Why are we even learning all these things? So some deep thinking is required here. While some might argue that these are foundational skill sets in logic and math, but should we not devote the same amount of attention to future ready life skills? The current situation has thrown this on our face, that we need to have skills like critical thinking, creativity, innovation. Financial literacy is so important. Resource allocation is so important. So on and so forth. So these are the things which I think we should now introspect and spend more time on. This will be involving a strategic overhaul of curriculum. One of the speakers before me did mention about the curriculum overhauling, which I strongly agree with. So we are not just adding more to our already weighty student workload, and a huge dose of imagination and creativity is required now. COVID-19 poses a valuable opportunity to remind ourselves that the bigger picture skills students need in this unpredictable world are meta skills, which they can apply in many different scenarios. Like I said, focus, perseverance, critical thinking, and above all, adaptability. To parents who may be fretting about whether the children will catch up with the demands of the curriculum and can cross that end year exam, consider that your children are now learning things that are far more important to their future. Now, as a youth, watch this pandemic unfold. They're learning lessons about how interconnected we all are and what globalization really means. They're learning how fragile our ecosystem is, the miracle of the human body. So all this is totally new. Today we connected on this platform, and I would again like to thank you, Mr. Pranav. The sharing of the ideas, I believe, across the different boards, we are all of the same view that we need to now rethink. A lot of rethinking needs to be done. And being a very positive person, I think the situation will lead us there.